Hello, are you a cat? Why are you such a jerk? I know. Let's water him. Oh, you think you can awkwardly walk away from me very fastly, huh? Well, the joke's on you. Oh, body blocked. Get out. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you think so, do ya? Follow you to work. I was going to call you Sebastian. You're not Sebastian. You're Shane. What are you going to do now, Shane? What are you going to do, Shane? Oh, you think you can walk away from me? No, you can't walk away from me. Come back, Shane. If only we could knock over these shelves. Howdy, y'all. My name's Atratzu. Today I'm Farmer Atratzu. Today we're having a look at Stardew Valley. This is a very fun, laid-back, relaxed game that I've just taken to very quickly. I figured I'd like it, and when a friend asked me if I wanted it, I said, heck yes, I did. So, yeah, here we go. Stardew Valley is developed by ConcernedApe. I'm concerned about the name of that developer, that's for sure. It's definitely a memorable one, that's for sure. And Stardew Valley was released February 26, 2016. At this point, I have played 58 hours in total. Okay, then. And then also, as far as the main game that I've played through, I've almost gotten to year 3. I'm still working through it. I meant to make this video much sooner, but it's been really busy lately, so I put it off and I just kept playing it. I normally chip away at a couple days every once in a while. Every literal day or two, I'd chip away at a couple days. It's a pretty slow, laid-back, relaxed-paced game, but we'll talk more about that stuff in just a little bit. So, first, let's just jump into a new game so you can see what everything looks like from the start out. So, you can choose your gender, you can hit the dice up here for having a random selection of whatever you want. Name will be... you'd think I'd come more prepared. If I came prepared, I'd just name it after this. So, introduction. But that doesn't make any sense. Let's call this person... what does he look like? He looks like a... fungus. Farm name. What kind of farm name do we want? The No Farm. There we go. Favorite thing? Being too cool for... Aww. I can't put too cool for school. Being too cool. There you go. Too cool, he spells it crazy. Then you have, of course, different skin choices. I think that we should go with... Is there green? Green. We're going with green. Hair. Nah, that hair is definitely there. Shirt. There is... Really? That's a lot of shirts. I didn't even go that... Wait. There's our winner right there. And what? I clearly did not go through all these accessories before I made my character. I was just like, I like this. This looks good. Alright, back to that one. Skip intro. Nah. But we will go fast. And then you choose between your preferred Amaral? Yes. You choose between your preferred aminal. Choose your favorite aminal. I wanted a bird, but there's no bird here, so you have to choose between cats and dogs. On my main ranch, I chose a dog, so I'll choose a cat for this one. You do have a slider bar that you can adjust for like eye color and stuff like that. With glasses on, who really cares? Yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference, now does it? Then you have hair color. That looks cool. Yeah. Let's do this one. No. We'll do that. And pants color. Let's do more of a attempt at khaki. Okay. Then you have on the side here the different farms that you want. This is just aesthetic. I did load up each one, and it's just you kind of get familiar with different layouts. So after you've played through the game in standard farm, then you'd want to play through again with Riverland, which lets, you know, rivers are around more often. The fish are more common here than usual. I didn't know that there were... I've never been able to fish up any fish in any of my ponds in the standard farm, by the way. So that's one perk there. Forest, you got just trees all over the place. I believe you also get ancient lumber, ancient wood, whatever it is. There's a special type of wood that I think you get if you choose this one. It becomes more readily available. It's useful for upgrades and stuff like that. Hilltop farm. Difficult to design your farm, however, I'm going to provide many opportunities. That seems nice. That's probably the one that I'd prefer to go with now after this. And then wilderness farm. Plenty of good land here, but beware, at night monsters come out. And this sounds like the exciting way of going about it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to be boring. We're going to stick with what I know. So, fungus from the Oh No farm. Wanted to call it the Oh No Corral. Being too cool for school, likes cats. It's a cool cat. Alright. So... Wait, do I have to just jump in and load? Did I click back? Hopefully it remembered. No! Oh, what have we done? No! What have I done? Favorite thing, restarting. Alright, we're just gonna go with this because... No. No, there was that shirt again. No, that... Close enough. I can't even help myself sometimes. There's the shirt. No. There. Good enough. We'll go with that. Alright. No! Okay. So, basically the way the story works in this one is... Here is Grandpa. He's got a letter for you. To my special grandson. Oh, can I skip it that way? I do. So I'm not going to show the opening cinematic because, you know, what's the point of that? I'm not doing a Let's Play. I'm just showing you the game. Basically, you are working a cubicle-type job, and your grandfather is just like, hey, if you ever want to become a real man, go and take over my farm at Stardew Valley at 0.5 miles. Or 0.5 ma. And then, yeah, that's what happens. You go out to your grandfather's farm, and you meet up with this, but we are going to skip talking to her. She is the one that's in charge of construction here. And here you are. You have this here to get you started. You got parsnip seeds. So that's where you get your seeds. And let's talk about the user interface. Okay, so menu, you can see it already gives you that. Use tool. That's how you switch between that. You can switch between that using your number keys or your scroll wheel. My scroll wheel is a dangerous beast though, so I tend to just rotate with the number keys. So you see you have here several different tools. You have an axe for chopping down trees. You have a hoe for questionable activities. Sorry, I couldn't help it. You have a hoe for planting. You have to first dig up a spot, and then you have to plant a seed, and then you have to water the seed with the next one, which is the watering can, which is to place water in a place, or, you know, water something. You don't water many things in this game, mostly seeds, and there is a spot with slimes later on in the game. You also have a pickaxe used to clear away boulders and rocks. You also have a scythe, which lets you, well, harvest. It lets you take care of other things. Also, I don't think it requires any energy, but we'll talk about that in a second. Then, of course, you have seeds, which you will need to get your own seeds, but we'll talk about that also very soon. Then you have the different materials. Let's just grab one of these as well. So these are your basic materials here. Here's your crafting, so I hit escape to bring that up. Inventory, as you can see, these slots are closed off right now. You unlock them by getting a backpack and then another backpack, and that's all there is to it. You have your skill tab, which tells you how far you've gotten, and these increase the longer that you play them. At these midpoints and this endpoint, you get to select a certain perk, which will then help you further on. The comforting thing is don't worry too much about these, just kind of choose what you prefer to do. I was worried when I chose mine that there was this optimal strategy route for going through there. The basic idea is think about how you like to farm and how you like to play, and then choose the same perks. And even if you choose one perk or the other, it's not going to make too much of a difference. So then you have social. We don't know anybody's here. We only know Lewis and Robin. So those are the only people that we know. The first quest is actually to go and meet everyone in town for the most part. And then you have these hearts here. These hearts are indicating your friendship level with them. You give people gifts. Their hearts increase. And then if they're single, you can date them. And if they're not single, they'll give you various perks and bonuses, sending you recipes so you can learn how to cook stuff. You get the idea. You got your map. Get used to this. It's really handy. This is where our farm is. By the way, regardless of what type of farm we choose, this is always where the farm is located. Not a big deal, but hey, I was curious when I set it up, and I was like, I wonder if it goes in other places, like if it's rivery, if it's over here. Nope, everything's the same layout. Wizard's Tower, you've got the ranch. If you mouse over, you can see that you have home of Pierre, Caroline, and Abigail. So that's the location. So, teach a man to fish, feed him for the rest of his life. That's what I try to do here, is I try to help you figure out how to get going. And instead of just telling you where everything is, I try to give you some tools to get around working with it. All right, next you have crafting. This increases as you learn new recipes. And so as you can see by mousing over it, you need 50 wood to be able to make a chest. You need 2 sap and 1 wood to make a torch. Let's just do that really quick. Also, you'll see that these things, you can remove them with other tools. It's just best to use whatever tool is designated. This one you cannot, though. So I can't remove this with an axe. I cannot remove this with a hoe. I cannot remove this with a scythe or seeds. Watering the rock does nothing. Using another rock does nothing. I'd be really surprised if something actually happened from messing around like that. You need to use the correct tool. Same thing here. You can't get rid of that way, or 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 that way, but this way. So to get sap, you need to get something live. You have to chop down this tree. Any day now. I'm used to better tools than this. I've been spoiled. Now we got sap. Now you go here, and you craft. And you place it where you want to. So now we have light during the dark times. So that's how you craft that. You got decorations. Let's just make one of those, because why not? What? Okay, let's put that there then. There, that looks better. And you have fences and gates. I've come to the conclusion I'm not using these right in my main game, so my place is kind of collapsing because you don't need to keep animals out from your crops. Sorry, getting ahead. You have your collection. This is achievement related, and then these all are showing where you're at in your game with achievements. The settings, not really going to talk too much about this. I did turn off the music in my game, so if we switch over to any of the other games, music will be turned off because I watch videos while I farm, so I don't want to have the, while soothing, it is definitely soothing Stardew Valley music, I'd like to turn it off, and then I turn sound and ambient and footsteps down as well. Dialogue typing sound. I can't say I ever noticed that. Then exit, you have exit to title, exit to desktop. It's really straightforward. The user interface is really intuitive. All right, let's talk about the rest of the user interface, shall we? Up here at the top right, you have the day of the week, the number of the month. So this is the 1st of spring. This gives you a scale of daytime, nighttime. So this is the morning, so this kind of gives you a visual representation, but then you also have the actual number that you can keep track of here. As you can see, it goes up in intervals of 10 minutes. The time goes by really quickly, though, both if you're playing the game and in the game. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I think this stands for gold. I don't know. This is the currency. I haven't thought too much about it. And then you also have the journal, which you can also access by pressing F. You have your introductions. You want to meet all the people, so that's that one. Getting started, cultivate and harvest a parsnip. So, let's actually get a crop going, shall we? Let's do so. Yeah, see these super elite gardening skills. After spending so much time in the game, I still have trouble aiming where this stupid hoe goes. I'm the best. You should totally be taking advice from me. Why would you not take advice from me? And I like to just pour water on them by pouring water on one spot and then standing right on that spot and pouring around. I don't know if it's optimal. I don't watch anyone else play this game. I just play it and do my own thing. Okay, so you'll notice that we are starting to run out of water. I'm not going to just drain the water just because that would be a lot of work. If you want to refill water, you got to go up to a water source. There's no difference between salt and fresh water in this game, so don't worry about that. Anyways, at this point, you never know with games. There's always a possibility that something will come along and they'll be like, and now this is how it works. Okay, let's build a chest. That way I can have my OCD thing taken care of. Also, it's probably worth noting that this axe is not strong enough to chop this. So there are, I was going to say weapon upgrades, but tool upgrades that need to happen later on down the line to let you clear out stuff and get further upgrades to your house and stuff like that. So let's craft a chest. We're getting there. I don't know what to say to fill time with this right now. Chop, chop, chopping. I'm actually very comfortable with silence, so that doesn't bother me at all. There we go. Now we have a chest. So you can just place your chest outside if you want, but I like to think, well, I don't like to think. I'm just paranoid and think that somebody will come and rob it. So I come in here. I'm just like, here you go. That's a safe spot. All right, let's put all of these in there. And you got an auto sort tool. That is so good. It's my favorite. You can, I didn't know you could toggle that. I've ignored this button up to this point. You can choose what color you want your chest to be. I tend to choose green for my first chest just because I don't have a favorite color or anything. What are you talking about? You also have a TV you can interact with. Living off the land. Do we have a new recipe? Nope. Weather report. I don't know that the weather report has ever been wrong in this game. Definitely not realistic. Then you have the fortune teller. Lets you know your luck. I don't know what kind of difference that has made either. I've mostly ignored it, just like I ignore luck in general. Ah, fiber, get out of here. If you want to sell something, you come over to this box, you drop it in there, and ta-da, you got it dropped in there. Now you will also notice down here in the bottom right, your energy meter. This goes down as you perform actions, so you have a limited amount of things that you can do in a day. Once this goes down, you're out. You don't want it to drop much lower than where I have it right now, because once it drops too low, then your character slows down and walks really, really slowly back to his house. Well, in any direction that you want to, but you really should be heading back to your house. You don't want to get caught out during night. If you run out of energy, your character will faint, and then you'll wake up in the hospital. The hospital. Oh, here's a good one. You see these wriggling worms here? Oh, sometimes they give you special stuff. Oh. Now you'll notice that picking stuff up did not cost me any energy, but using the hoe did cost energy. So you got to be careful, especially when it's low. Oh, somebody to meet.
Hello, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. Doctor Hospital.
Then this is not to Dragneel. Definitely not to Dragneel. Ignore his name. Don't care. You're no. And if you want to give somebody a gift, say, here, Granny, have a dandelion. How nice. Thank you, dear. You're all welcome. Here you go. Have some weight. Oh, aren't you the one just moving? You know, have some dirt. Oh, that's for me. I'll just put it over here. She didn't like her gift. She didn't like. I spent all night figuring out what dirt to give to you. I dug it up from a special magical worm. And this man here is Legolas. If you didn't know, I nickname people. So that's who I thought they looked like, and that's who they are. You will notice that you can comb the beach and pick up these. Again, not requiring any energy to do so, which is nice. And then you'll notice this dock here, you gotta repair it. Gotta have 300 pieces of wood to get across there. And that's where you can get more shells. Sometimes they wash up on this side of the beach, other times they wash up over there. Hi. So I want to actually sell something that's worthwhile. So we're going to bring this way over there. Now typically for the rest of the day you'd want to run around and then meet everybody else. But that's not what we're going to do. So let's do this. Alright. Nothing is wanted today. This is the calendar where you can go to access it. So this tells you all of the spring month, what's going on here, what day of month it is. And then this is showing whose birthday is who. If you give them something on their birthday, preferably a nice gift. I haven't given anyone a bad gift on their birthday. If you give them a nice gift, then they will appreciate you all the more. That's the person. Oh no, she's coming our way. I'm so shy. Run away. She's the character that I'm trying to marry on my main game. So this is Pierre's shop. This is where you buy stuff. And yeah, you got different fruits, vegetables, and things. I don't know that everything's a fruit or a vegetable that you actually grow here. This thing called star fruit? Yeah, I don't know. No, you also grow, there it is, flowers. No wonder I said things. I was like, there's more that you grow than just that. So you can grow flowers. You have various other useful items. You can buy tree saplings. By the way, if you plant a tree sapling, be careful not to chop it down. Remember where you plant it. I did chop down one of mine, and then I quit the game before it saved, because it saves at the end of the day. So you can quit in case you mess up real bad. But why would I know anything about that? I wouldn't know anything about that. That'd be so lame. Who would quit? So that's where you go to buy new seeds. That's the primary way that you're going to use to get seeds back. But yeah, not much else to say about that. There are a few other ways to get new seeds. There are different methods, we shall say. Is there anything up here? And by anything, I mean searchable things. By the way, in case in the future for some reason you need to get over here, you can just walk over here. There was a quest item here at one point, and I was like, dang it, how am I supposed to get down there? Because I'd walk by it all the time and could never get there. So yeah, that was not so intuitive, but, you know, I figured it out. Let's just toss this in there. And typically, yeah, you'd run around, you'd explore everything here. By the way, the keyboard shortcut to bring up the map is M, if you did not know. And you just run around, and there you go. But we're just going to go to bed right now. You can go to bed pretty much as soon as you get up in the day. So you don't need to wait until night. So now I get to see what it looks like to actually get money. Selling fiber is not probably the thing you should do. You should probably eat that fiber. Help your digestion. Then foraging. Foraging tends to be a pretty good way. You got some nice background stuff. This changes with the seasons, I do believe. And then you gain more. You'll get more money if you sell crops. Plain and simple. So you get up again. If we wanted to, we could go right back to bed as soon as that turns to 10 after 6. 10 after 6. 10 after 6. We could go to sleep right again if we wanted to. But why would we do that? We have to make sure that we water our plants. We're committed to at least watching these plants grow. Then we'll jump into a little bit more of a farther game, show a couple different seasons, and then we'll wrap up the video. So that's the plan. If you want to jump ahead, go for it. Got the quest. I'm going to ignore the quest. We're going to go right back to sleep because that's the kind of person that we are right now. Back to sleep we go. You'll notice your progress has been saved. So that was not a very productive day. Oh, it's raining. We don't need to plant. We don't need to plant. We don't need to water them at all. So there you go. I never thought about this. Can I do this? Nice. So if you actually need to dig new spots, it will do it for it'll instantly water it for you. Typically, if you have like sprinklers or something like that, it won't keep watering it. You'll still need to water it yourself. So there you go. Let's do this again. Ding! Alright. We're getting there. We are getting there. Alright, here. You know, I never thought that I would literally be farming in a video game. I thought that I was just going to farm reputation in World of Warcraft or, you know, virtual farming like that, not farming in a farming game about farming. Never thought I would. Ah, the crops are here, the crops are here. So you'd think, like, you know, you could harvest them like this. Wheat, you do need to do that. I never noticed that his face. He makes a funny face. Let's pick all the parsnips. Do we have more variety than just one? Apparently we're not good enough to get more than just regular parsnips. The quality of an item will be indicated by a star. Silver star is a pretty good one, and a gold star is even better, and then you got a purple star, which I've never actually found on my own crops. I've only gotten that because of a passive perk. It's your mailbox. Judge Amart is the devil. You want to sell them parsnips. And then typically you'd want to go over and buy more things. But let's just see what we get for them parsnips. Go to bed. I hope Shanta will bring that. And there you go. Now we leveled up. So we get plus one watering can proficiency, plus one hoe proficiency, new crafting recipe, scarecrow, basic fertilizer. And fertilizer is how you get higher priced items. So there you go. We doubled our value. Cool beans, yo. So this is the spring season. Alright. Spring season is cool. Let's jump forward in time. Let's jump over to autumn. This character I made and just went to bed again and again and again. So as you can see, haven't even gotten the parsnips. I like the interior here. This was for the woods area. I really did miss out by not starting in the woods because Christmas was so near. I'm just like, oh, it looks so good. So then you go down here, and the lady's like, hi, did you order this dog? Do you see this dog here? He might sound funny, but you want to... And here, you actually have a choice. If you want, you could say no, which I did for the other game, but I will say yes. And to the... dang it. J. Because there was way too much to scooch to the nooch. Alright. We've now adopted a dog. A doggo, and there's our tutorial right there. Woot. Then we could read this nonsense for a long time. You should do this. You should do this. You should do that. Wait, I have not. Favorite acts. Easter egg festival. We missed that one. We'll take that quest. Ignore that one. I missed that festival. Oh. He lost his pants. His shorts. I'll take that. I'll take this one. I'll take that one. And I'm about done with this. Okay, good. I literally was about done with this. So, say you pick up a quest that you don't want. Like, I don't want to bring Georgia Pepper. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Or this. Or that. Or that. I just don't feel like doing anything today. I just feel like doing my own thing. Ta-da! Now we don't have quests anymore. Problem is, I don't know how to get them back. So, don't do that. So, as you can see, the pick-upables change depending on the season. So we pick up wild plum during the fall. Yeah, wiggly worms. Do we get something good this time? No, you get a book that you get to return to the library. So that's another collectible. There are many different things to collect in this game. The achievements are slow going too. I would know. I'm trying to get many of them. Oh, in case you're curious, yes. Yes, you cannot. What, you thought I was going somewhere with there? Yes, you cannot refill your water there. Pfft, Thought that you were able to refill your water there? What, are you crazy? I thought I could refill my water there. I don't know why else I'm going through this, other than I just wanted to demonstrate what this place looks like in autumn. It's pretty cool. Or fall, I guess, as it might be. Hello? Do you call it autumn or fall? Fall. Blech. Alright. Let's switch to another game. Wait. Let's talk about something else. So say you've used up a bunch of energies. What uses the most energy? That's good enough. Hey there. How's it going, buddy? Shane, you jerk face. You gonna just chase me slowly, Shane? Nope. ... Cause he's out of sync. He's gotta go fast. He's Sonic the Shane Hog. Good morning, Shane. Goodbye, Shane. Let's stand in his way again. What are you gonna do now, Shane? Huh? What you gonna do now? Now he's gonna do it again. Alright, so you've used up a bunch of energy. You see you can restore, you can replenish your energy by... Ha! Get out of here, you birds! By eating this. That works for all foods. If you can get a recipe to cook something, it is significantly better. For example, cooking eggs rather than just eating raw eggs. A cooked egg will give you much more health and energy. Health is another thing, because there is actually combat in this game. It's got a lot of different nuances and elements in it. First, let's look at winter season. Then we'll switch to my current game and talk about what I'm currently doing. Let's talk to winter. Hello, winter. It is a cold, cold season. Again, this is the one without the dog. They still keep that watering there. Poor thing. Water it for naught. And then this is the watering, the one that has a lot of fish. So we got all that cool stuff. But the layout is exactly the same. I checked. So you run to the bottom to go over here. You run up there to go around there. It's the same exact location. It's a cooler looking area, though. I don't know. I think I would have probably... Part of me says I might have liked this more, but I think I just, I just like different things. Ah, so many worms here. We'll be all set to go fishing. Winter root. Prehistoric tool, huh? You found an artifact. And then we got winter flowers. The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, are the other trees that are in the wood. The holly bears the crown. Alright. All that dirt. What a fantastic outing. I think it's already time for bed over here. Let's just go over here. As you can see, I ignored pretty much everything. You wouldn't want to sell this. You'd want to wait until you can donate that to the museum. Let's just go to sleep. The museum man should walk up and be like, hey, sup, what's up? You gonna donate that, huh? So these are all under foraging. So pick up items are foraging. Not the most solid strat to gain money by selling stuff in the other tab. Oh, that's all? Catch me a squid. Okay, well, let's run over to the... Ah! More worms! Ah, nothing but seeds under them worms. Or root. They look like seeds. Looks like you can plant them into an orange tree. So many seeds. I wish there were this many... Sorry. So many worms. I wish there were this many worms on the game I'm currently working. It's Christmas. Definitely one of my favorite seasons in Stardew Valley was the winter season. Mostly because you no longer plant stuff. So make sure you have built up a lot of money and you have a lot of stuff that you can work on in the in-between time. So stock up, hoard up, just like you would imagine. Or I would think you would imagine. It's open at 8. So we have to burn time until 8. Maybe we can go get a fishing rod, and then I can demonstrate just how awful I am at the fishing. I have gotten significantly better. Maybe I can actually pull it off if I just started. What is this nonsense? Yo! Cutscene that we're skipping. Now to demonstrate how bad I am at fishing. So you click and hold down to show how far out you're going to cast your rod. Then you wait. And you wait. And you get hypnotized by the snowing effect. And you keep waiting. You wait until the bobber shakes and an exclamation point shows up just like that. Hit. Oh, it's such a small bar. Up, up. So, okay. Do you want a sunfish? A gift, thanks. So, when I first did this, it was really hard. Trying to capture a fish is really tough. You're micromanaging your bobber by rapidly clicking, but you click and hold, and then that raises the bobber bar thing that was going up. The fish is indicated by that fish icon. You want to keep your green bar on top of. Gosh dang it! I was too slow. You want to keep your. Come on. You want to keep this on the fish right here. Some fish are going to be easy to catch, some are going to be hard to catch. Oh, come on. And then you can see the bar to the right there. I'm purposely trying to get out of that. The bar on the right, which indicates how close you are to catching. So that should be enough to get you started. As you skill up, your bobber size increases and fish get a little bit easier to catch. So, if you're struggling like I was, there is hope. My recommendation is as soon as you get the fishing rod, you sit down and you do some fishing immediately so you can get the hang of it. This is where you bring artifacts to donate. Excuse me, I don't need this introduction either. Definitely read the introductions though. Each of the characters are very interesting and enjoyable. And then you bring that, you go, and then there was a quest for this. Wasn't there? Yep. So that's how you cash in from a quest. And then as you collect more things, you unlock different items that are given to you, furniture and stuff like that. So that's good enough for me. Let's exit to title once again. Are we going to get to see it? You think you look so smug? I'm going to take those sunglasses away. Yeah, you better look away. I was very confused what was going on when I did that, but that is by far my favorite loading or like developer or credit or whatever you want to call the beginnings things that are shown before you load into the game. I'm a fan. I like it. Okay, so let's load my game. So at this point, I believe I've given you all that you need to get started in Stardew Valley, and let's get out of here. I don't actually want to keep these. I made these just for this video. Be a little bit scary to do these in case something doesn't work. Maybe I'll hold off on those for now. So I've given you the information that you need to know to just get going and to start playing for yourself. If you want to know where I'm at or what I'm doing at year 2, I think I have a pretty solid strategy for how I'm going to progress from this point on, and I might dip into potential spoiler territory, so just a heads up if you are concerned and want to go into this game completely fresh. So let's jump right in. As you can see, my house has been expanded. I always leave myself notes by leaving items here. So this is to give to my girlfriend, and this is to give to the wizard. And so you can see here, this is what it looks like farther progressed. These two blackened hearts here, you only get these two unlocked if you become a girlfriend. If that person becomes your significant other, or they're not going to get married to you one way or another. Like the wizard, no matter how much you like that purple mustache and beard and purple hair thing going, you're not going to be able to marry Mr. Wizard. So you have here different items that are being processed. So there are 2 different phases of an item that you can use. You can sell an item as is. So you could take, for example, you could take an egg. You could take an egg and just sell it as is. Or you can take an egg, plop it in there, and then get mayonnaise. or mayonnaise, because English is a stupid language, and then sell that instead for a little bit of a better price. Also, depending on the specialization that you go into, I did not go into, I think it was farming. You can make artisan goods sell for a better price. My crops themselves sell for a better price. So I just set it up to sell things standardly, but for other items that aren't crops, I refine them if at all possible. So as you can probably tell for yourself, and me just to tell you the obvious, the farm is very much more progressed than typical. You can build different houses, you get upgrades and unlocks. I went the community center route, so the community center is located right here, and then the community center you have to bring gifts, and then you have to drop them in there, but you have to go to the community center to actually drop them in. So I've finished all except for fishing tank and bulletin board at this point, and it's just a matter of time because I'm going to have all the rest of these here pretty soon. I've just picked up pigs, and I'm going to get a truffle from that. So I just need to get a truffle, and then I need to walk over to City Hall, and then I need to walk up to that spot. So first, let's run over to City Hall so I can just show that really quick. Well, in case you're curious what's in here, this is a chicken coop that has ducks and a rabbit in, because rabbits is chickens. You didn't know that? What is you stupids? You didn't know that rabbits is chickens? You keep rabbits in chicken coops. Rabbits is actually more expensive than chickens. I'm going to stop talking like that now in case it gets stuck. This is special quests that people do. It's time limited. So you pick that up, and then you have a couple days to bring Demetrius a topaz. Always a good idea to do those if possible. Where was I going again? I've already forgotten. That's embarrassing. Wow, I'm getting old, everyone. I'm getting so old I've forgotten what I was doing. Well, guess we'll do what old people do. Retrace my steps until I can remember what I was trying to do in the first place. I'm going to edit this video and really going to hate myself for this too, because I'm just going to be like, it wasn't even a minute and you already forgot. What is wrong with you? I was over here. This is so stupid. Over here, in here. Now let's walk all the way back here. Doesn't work quite as well in game as it does in real life. We could show the fighting. That's good. I went to City Hall. God, I'm so dumb. That's what I was doing. I'm so sorry. I'm not even going to cut that out. I know I won't, because I don't want to do more editing than I need to on these types of videos. Hi, I'm Atratzu, and I have short-term memory loss. I don't really, and it would be awful to have that, but boy do I feel old right now. Okay, here's the community center. Up hither, you go into, flashing lightning, warning seizure alert. You go up into here, and you're just like, ha, I would like to get that, and you have to bring an item, and then you have to drop it in there. And then if the item was correct, like if this was a walleye instead of an athemist, I probably read that wrong, then you just drop it in there, and then it would go blink, and then it would be brrr, you'd get a special bonus item. And then if you complete the entire tree, then you get a reward, which is the glittering boulder is removed. So you get the idea. Then it also keeps track of the stars for the other ones that you have finished. I don't know what happens after that. I just want to impress my gramps. So I thought my grandpa was actually dead in this game, but apparently he comes back after 3 years and he critiques your progress. I don't know if there are any related achievements, but I'm trying to do the best that I can with the time that I've been given. And I've been told that the game does not end after 3 years, so I still have plenty of time to grind out whatever achievements I still need to get or still can get in that one life. There's still a great deal to do in this game. Alright, starting out, this is the first area that you go to. I didn't actually want to do that. Leave the mine. You get an elevator, which then shows you how far down that goes. So, oops, I might have spoiled that if you were paying attention. Do forget that really quick. Then you got different rocks here. I've got a gold pickaxe, because unlike in other video games, gold in this game is actually a strong substance. So that's what we're going to go with. they're taking the Terraria route with it. So for the first level, you got to find these ladders. You right click, you go down the ladder. All right, cool beans. You go here. That was a copper ore node. This is a topaz. Now we have a topaz. Now we could bring it to who's his face, Demetrius. That's his first name. You didn't know that? He's Demetrius. Well, he's who's his face, Demetrius. It actually rhymes unintentionally. And then there are different spots that you can get the down ladders. They show up sometimes at random. Just they're not under rocks. Sometimes they show up when you kill a creature. I tend to clear out the NPCs beforehand. Some areas are dark, and having a torch along might be a good idea. I'm lazy though. Also, you'll notice that my health is pretty high, so most of the stuff here isn't going to be able to hurt me that badly. But don't worry, once you clear out this mine, you discover there's more. There's more to it, and there's enough to keep you busy and keep you coming back. So just, you know, in case you're just so smug about how Atratzu misses this all the time, it's related to which direction that you're facing, not where you're clicking. I tend to do both because I'm a simpleton, but if I'm facing away and I click, then it's going to attack or harvest in the wrong direction. Same thing for attacking, which can be problematic. Okay, we'll go this way. And as always, I go to whatever NPC is in the area first. See why, then you can go down. You get your first elevator, you go all the way back up, or you can go all the way back down. It saves your progress, and it keeps track of where you were. Now, if you die in one of these, you will lose access to different points. Close your eyes real quick. Too far. I want to go farther. You can't open your eyes yet. Alright. Now you can. So I'm just going to demonstrate what happens when you die. Wait. That might not be a good idea. I don't know if it'll save. I don't want to demonstrate how you die. I'm sorry. You wake up in the hospital. I'm going to just show what it looks like to actually get hurt, though. There are, as you can see, conditions that happen too. So you lose... You have slower speed. What do you want from me? I've got a fancy looking sword, although I'm due for an upgrade. And then to heal yourself, you could heal by eating as well. I will eat this orange. Like an Animal Crossing, it will make me better. Then leave the mines. I also have upgraded the rail cart, so I can use that as well. I don't know that there's much else really to talk about the game that I haven't really covered. Everything else in the game, you'll definitely want to discover on your own. That's the basics, and then you've got a little bit more of an advanced perspective on it. You want to find the crops that you can get, build automatic sprinkler systems, try to automate the farm as much as possible, and then, yeah, it's just a farming game for the most part. Fantastic. I've absolutely loved everything that I've done with the game, and if this strikes your fancy, by all means, check it out. It's one of the most chill zen games that I've played since trying to get a scientific victory in civilization against my brother who refuses to go to war. Yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. Once again, my name is Atratzu. If you liked this, be sure to like it and subscribe for more Atratzu-related content. If you didn't, how could you? How did you make it this far to hear me say that? Thanks for watching. See you next time. Atratzu signing out.